Okay, in these words we're looking at the schwat sound at the end of these words, and you've got to remember that even if you say at the end of these words, that schwat sound, you've got to spell it by putting en. So we've got given, darken, deepen, sweeten, broken, chosen, olden, wooden, forgotten, and strengthen. So when we add en to the end of a base word, we make a word form a verb or an adjective. So that's a good handy thing to remember. Okay, so let's have a look at what else we've got in these words. We know after a long vowel sound, and any R-controlled vowel is a long vowel sound, so we use only K after a long vowel sound. Deepen, we've got the double E there, and the same in sweeten for the long E sound. E is making the O make a long sound there in the base word broke, and then we just have to add the N if the E's already there. Same with chose. If the E's already there, I chose a lolly or whatever, you just have to add the N, you don't have to add another E. Wooden, you've got the ut sound with the double O. Forgotten, you've got another R-controlled vowel in the OR. You've got a short vowel in the O. And so we know we have to double the T after that short vowel. Long vowel here, so we're not doubling the G. Strengthen, you've got the ng with the NG and the th with the TH. So quite a bit of revision in that, as well as learning that that schwat sound is EN on the end of those words. So what do they mean? Given is when something's handed over. Darken is when we make something darker. Deepen is when we make something deeper. Sweeten is when we add sugar or something that is sweet to a food. Something sweet could be, apart from sugar, could be honey or a syrup. Broken means something is ruined or not working. Chosen means that you've made a choice. Olden means it's from long ago. Wooden means it's made from wood. Forgotten means you're unable to remember something. And strengthen means to make stronger. In this list we've got the schwat sound represented by en at the end of all of these words. So we've got given, darken, deepen, sweeten, broken, chosen, olden, wooden, forgotten, and strengthen. Even though we're not pronouncing that N sound correctly, you know that when you write the words you're going to write en at the end. So finish and rewrite next to the correct meaning. So you just have to finish off these words here. Write each of those words next to its correct meaning. Down the bottom, you're using the list words from above to fill in the gaps in these sentences. Our words today are given, darken, deepen, sweeten, broken, chosen, olden, wooden, forgotten, and strengthen. They all end with en, and that en is making a schwat sound, so it's important that you remember to write the en there, because you're not going to get that sound hint when you're sounding out the word. It's a bit of a guttural sound, Now here you have to rewrite the list word and cross out the word that does not belong. So you're rewriting these words here and crossing out any words that don't match the meaning of these base words. Fill in the missing list word or extension, so just be aware you'll need to identify the form of the word in each of these sentences so you get so you write it in its correct structure. Now make the new words and use them in sentences. So you've got darkening, you have to write these new words on the first line, and on the second line you're writing them in a sentence. So try to make that sentence interesting for the reader and use as many adjectives and adverbs as you can for each noun and verb. Down the bottom we're going to break into word parts. We've got forgotten and strengthen. So quite often if you forget your password and you have to put in a new one, you're going to get a message back telling you how strong your password is so that no one can break your code. On this page we want you to identify and use adjectives. So we want you to write 3 adjectives for each of these pictures on the page, and there's another 4 down the bottom. And then once you've found 3 adjectives for each of those nouns, we want you to use them in a sentence. So the first one we've done for you, there's car. We've given you the adjectives new, silver and fast, and then we've written the sentence. The fast silver car is speeding down the highway. So you're going to start your sentence with the subject, which are these pictures, and you're going to use those 3 adjectives before the noun, before that noun.